What is happening YouTube? This is Yamaha MT, and today this video is explaining how to get cheap UK bike insurance. So stick with me and make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the road. What is happening YouTube? Sorry I changed the day. I tried to make this video before but my camera was not working. So yeah. Try again now. Sorry, the lighting's gone down. So yeah guys, this is my top tips for cheaper bike insurance in 2019. Right, I'll kick this one off. Your age is going to play a big part in how much your insurance is these days. Mainly it goes down cheaper when you're 25. This guy's got no lights on in front of me. Pretty dark. So yeah, your age dramatically reduces your insurance. That's when I hit 25, it drops a bit. If I was insuring the same 125 that I was before I was 25, because as soon as I hit 25, I did my test and I got the MT. The insurance on the MT at 25 was, I think, for the Jesus Christ, pull out, why don't you? The insurance on the MT at 25 was, I think, £700, and that was the cheapest compared to everyone else. So tip number one, yeah, age is a big factor. So yeah, age is going to play a big part in insurance. Next one is location. Obviously if you're in a rough area like I was growing up. Fucking hell! Jesus Christ, cut that corner. As I was saying, growing up I was in a rough area, and the insurance tends to be, well, not a lot more, but a chunk more. Council estates, normally they put the price up on insurance because they can, no need to bash on council estates, but I am from council estate growing up. There's quite a lot of rough people. Not all of them, not everyone, but there's a few. So it tends to be more crime in those areas, so they put the price up. As an example, on my 125, back in the day, it was £30 cheaper from my old address to my new address when I moved out. If you're paying monthly, if not, paying full. I highly recommend you paying full because you don't have to pay the interest of the monthly instalment. Next one is security on your bike. If you can, add the tracker, add the data tag. When it's locked up, tell them you got alarm house at night. Tell them all the chains. If you've got 4 chains, a ground anchor, tell them. I know online when you do your insurance quotes online, you can't always say, if you've done your quote online, make sure you phone them up, quote the reference number and tell them you've got additional locks, and it can bring your premium down. Obviously the more stuff you have on them, the more it reduces, so make sure you phone them and tell them all the security you have on it, bring it down a chunk, because that can help quite a bit. Another thing is, if there's an additional driver who's 10-20 years older than you and they've got a bike license, and if they're not going to drive your bike, add them on. It'll cost nothing for add them on when you do your policy, but add them on because it can reduce it by quite a bit. People that seem to be more responsible these days, which isn't always the case, but that's how insurers see it. Next little tip is, if you've got 2 motorbikes, if you're lucky enough to have 2 motorbikes like me, add them onto the same policy. Don't take out a new policy. It's not the cheapest option to take out a new policy all the time. I'm going to give you an example. Took my MT10 policy out this year. It was $230 for the year, fully comp, and to get this $250 insured separately, it would have been £250. Yeah, creating a new policy isn't always the best way, so add it on. I think it cost me to add a second bike onto my insurance at £100, and that was including changing the policy not mid-policy, after like a couple months. It cost me 30 quid changing it, so originally it cost me £70 to add the 250 onto the MT10's policy, because the insurers see it like you're not going to be riding the power flow bike all the time. So it was on the rare occasion it could be cheaper to take out a new policy, so always do that. If it's cheaper, you don't want to obviously pay over the moon for your bike insurance at the end of the day when you can get it for dirt cheap and still get all the same cover. But they like to pay more than what they should. Next tip is mileage when you come to do your insurance. Don't do your insurance and think like, yeah, I'm going to be driving everywhere, going to be going across the country, doing like shitloads of trips, going out on days. But realistically, the first year I thought, yeah, I'll be doing that, I'll be going fucking here, there and everywhere. Wasn't the case, and I put it down for like 3,000 miles I'm going to do on the MT, and in the end I only managed to do like 1,000 to 2,000, whereas if I put 1,500 to 2,000 it would have knocked a couple quid off. So when doing the mileage, make sure you do it realistically, and not overdo it, because it can reduce it for your lorries. And the final tip I've got to give you guys is, if you get a quote online, ring up, get the reference number, ring up, tell them about the policy, everything, and just make some bullshit up, like say such and such a company. Well, don't make bullshit up, like if you can find a cheaper policy somewhere else, most insurers, not all of them, most of them will beat it, will beat the policy that you're referencing. So always do that if possible, and that's another little tip. Always phone them up, you always get the best deal on the phone. Computer isn't always the best deal. As far as insurance, I think that's it. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope it's not too bad. Obviously I tried to do the video before and it was daylight, and now it's going dark and I didn't even turn the fucking camera on. So there we go. Thank you guys for watching. This has been your boy. Please comment, rate and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.